Hey there guys, this is Levi from Masculine Intuition Readings, and this is an impromptu deck haul. This is actually the second time that I started filming this because my phone decided to do weird stuff. But still, you know, I like to keep things as a one take as possible because I'm all about that life. And I wanted to do another impromptu deck haul because I did get some amazing new decks in. Most of these I got in today, so I haven't even properly played with them. And I could, of course, do like really interesting walkthroughs of each of them, make 5 separate videos, but I decided to not do that because you can already find a shit ton of walkthroughs on these decks on YouTube. And the first deck that I'm really happy I finally got, and I'm not going to show it to you yet, is this deck that I have in my hands right here. And the reason that I'm really happy about it is because I've been waiting for this deck for ages. You Americans have it so easy to have anything and everything at your fingertips at all times. In Europe, you sometimes have to wait like weeks or even months before decks are published here. And I don't know why it took that long. I did get that there was an issue with this reprint, but I got the Star Tarot. The box is huge and obnoxious, and I love it. It comes with this amazing guidebook. This is a, how many pages? Almost 300 pages guidebook that I'm gonna dive into during Christmas break, and I can't wait. I had seen this deck before in the first edition, and I was kind of like, nah, not really sure if this is my jam. And then I saw the second edition and I saw how gorgeous the art was on the cards, and I was like, yes, yes. So I'm filming this at night under luminescent lighting, fluorescent lighting, I should say. So the art and the quality of it is probably not going to be conveyed, but there's a lot of Thoth-y symbolism in this deck, which I like. It's not a Thoth deck by any means. Look at this High Priestess, one of my favorite High Priestesses ever. But this is a gorgeous deck. I just love it. Let me flip through my favorite cards of the major arcana. Like I said, we're not gonna do a flip through. I love the Hermit. The Hermit was on the box as well. I love the Wheel of Fortune, and I love how colorful it is. And I absolutely love this Hanged Man. Probably one of my favorite Hanged Men ever. And then also like Death. This Death card just takes the cake for me. It's so good. The cardstock is great. It's a really thick and chunky deck, and I like that a lot. The quality of the gilding is good. It's not too shiny. It did stick a little bit, but it came apart very easily. So I guess this is by Red Feather, right? Yes, I guess Red Feather Schiffer is getting better, which is good. All right, now what else did I get? I got the regular edition of the Heaven and Earth Tarot. It's a really, really good mass market deck by Los Scarabeo. I love these boxes. Whenever you see a Los Scarabeo deck that comes in a box like this, you know it's gonna be a good one. So I love it. Los Scarabeo has great cardstock nowadays. It is glossy, but I am in love with these images. It kind of reminds me of the Pagan Otherworlds, except it is much more affordable, which is always good. And where the Star Tarot was very intense and bright, this is more almost demure, and I don't know, like there's some sort of regality to the figures in this deck. One of my favorite cards is the Lovers. I love the way it's depicted. Let's see, let's skip through some. Another great Hermit. Like I've been leaning into another great Wheel of Fortune, even though I normally hate the Wheel of Fortune, and a lovely Hanged Man. So I've been kind of leaning into decks that have like this timeless vintage feel lately. Well, who am I kidding? I've been leaning towards all decks, but this is great. There is a big box edition out as well. but I prefer to keep it as small and simple as possible, especially when you get decks that only come in boxes like this. And it takes up a lot of shelf space, so I actually love that I got this, and I can't wait to work with it. This is also kind of a merged version of two different styles of tarot, because it kind of has Thothy Golden Dawn-ish keywords, but it has a strict Rider-Waite type of illustration. It's really good. And this is definitely a deck that I would recommend to any beginner that isn't really attracted to Pamela Coleman-Smith's art. I mean, I love her art, but when I just started out with tarot and I saw all these cool decks, I was like, nah, I hate Pamela Coleman-Smith. I hate the Rider-Waite Smith. I wanna get something else. And at the time, there wasn't that much out there. There were a shit ton of Angel tarot decks, but I wanted to like, oh, I'm gonna piss so many people off if I say this. I wanted to actually learn tarot, so whoops. But yeah, I wish this would have been there at that time. So definitely 10 out of 10 recommend this, even though it comes on glossy cardstock, which a lot of people dislike. I kind of love it. Another deck that I got kind of on a whim is a deck that I got secondhand at an auction. It was a local metaphysical shop that was going through some rough times, and they were holding an auction, and I got this deck for a steal. I got it for $25, and this is the 78 Tarot Nautical. And I normally don't give the 78 Tarot the time of day because I don't like it that much, honestly. It's not really my jam. But I wanted to support them, and I'm actually quite impressed by the quality of the art. Like, there's only 2 or 3 stinkers in there, but most of the cards are really pretty. Like, I don't really care for this one. Like, some of the cards really look good, and then there are other cards that are kind of like, yeah, I draw sometimes at home. I love the art in this. Look at this High Priestess. So this is a fun deck. The cards are kind of big, which may be a turn off to some people, but I really like it, and I'm gonna be using it a lot. It is kind of like a summer deck, but I will be using this on my Instagram because I don't really believe in summer decks and fall decks and winter decks and spring decks. I just love all my decks all the time. Another one I got on Black Friday was the El Chiringa Oracle by Stephanie Alia, and the illustrations and the designs are by Daniela Efe, and this is really cool. They are also doing the Gothmancy deck, which I didn't really get into. There was an issue with the guidebook, so I got 2 guidebooks with it, one that has a slight misprint, but what I like about this deck is it's really modern in its illustrations. I mean, look at that. Look at me being a beauty guru. Look at the illustrations. It's really modern, it's really pretty, and it's also really like, it's based on fortune telling through seeing symbols in your dreams, which I'm not that into, but I am very much into the keywords that were chosen to be in this deck, because there's a lot of shadow stuff in here. And I really like that. I love this card, Flying. I remember having dreams of flying when I was younger. So there sure is a lot of positivity and ambiguity, but there's also a lot of the more darker stuff, and I feel that any good deck, unless it's an affirmation deck, you of course want to just have affirmations in your affirmation deck, but any good oracle deck should have some dark stuff in there. Really interesting designs, can't wait to work with it. But this is going to be a hard-hitting one. This is not a fluffy oracle deck. And then the last deck that I got in a giveaway, and it's the Hoping Soul of Lenormand by Ricardo Fonseca, and it's gorgeous, and I'm not that into Lenormand at all, or at least I never was until I saw this deck. My good friend Taro in the City had gotten one, and he showed it to me, how amazing it was, and I kind of fell in love, and I entered into a giveaway contest, and I won. And I got it like super fast because Ricardo Fonseca is a European creator, so it's nice to get stuff quick sometimes, because we Europeans have to wait a lot, like I said earlier. And yeah, I just love the illustrations in this deck. I think it's really cute. I hope y'all can see it right. Look at this guy. Woof. Kind of looks like me, but slightly thinner, right? No, he doesn't, but I'd like to think he does. But yeah, this is really great. I love this rider card, and the dog card in here is really cute. We have the bear. Like, I feel like a lot of people who release Lenormand decks do so because they're lazy, and it's really simple to draw a broom. The Lenormand decks that I have, which is this one, and then I have the classic Lenormand with the verses on there, and then I have the Green Glyphs of Lenormand, are really artistically well made. One little thing, the inlay in the box, I got rid of it, but I can show you in the box for the Star Tarot. Kind of dislike it when people do that. There was a cardboard inlay in this box as well, but it was completely like shattered. So I took it out completely, and I might do the same for the Star Tarot because I generally dislike cardboard inlays like that, but this is a really, really good deck. So guys, I get that the video quality or the quality of the images wasn't the greatest, but I just love doing these quick impromptu videos, even if they have bad lighting. I just love spending time making videos, doing cool stuff. So this has been great, and I wish you guys all the best. And I'm gonna try to get this baby back into its box. The box is obnoxiously large. Like, what were they even thinking? Schiffer. Oh man, and the cards totally get stuck behind the cardboard inlay. Anyways, I'm rambling. I am going to go downstairs right now, watch a nice show together with my boyfriend, and make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can see me work with all these gorgeous, gorgeous decks. I can't wait to work with them. These are decks that I've been wanting for a long time. Even the surprise decks, which was the 78 Tarot and the Hoping Soul of Lenormand. I feel like these are going to be a very integral part of my complete collection, which is growing vastly, but I am enjoying them. The thing about tarot and oracle decks is, like, it's almost like investing in art, but it's art that you can actually do something with, that you can work with, and I love that. And I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Mwah. Bye-bye.